Okay, hey guys, so we're gonna talk about Deathly Hallows, and I usually record my reactions to this right after I watch the movie, but I got home at 4 in the morning from the midnight release, so I couldn't do that. Okay, so like everybody else, or I think everybody, I went to a midnight release, and I got in line. I went with about like 10 friends or something like that, and we got in line at 7. Well, me and one of my friends got in line at 7. Everyone else came later. We were kind of the spot savers, but the line was like wrapped around the theater, like it went outside, and it was super long. But luckily, we were in like the first 50 people to get there, and they let us in at like 9:30-ish into the theater, which I thought was good because I didn't want to sit out there for who knows how long. And I ended up on the news. I was on the news, and because they were interviewing people after the movie was over, and I was there, and it was awesome. Okay, so I'm gonna talk about the movie. Okay, overall, I loved it. My friend said something like she thought it was she didn't like it very much, but she had read Deathly Hallows I think like the week before, so obviously all of that was like fresh in her mind. But I haven't read it in a little while. So I thought it was amazing. I'm pretty sure I would think it was amazing regardless of whether I read the book recently or not. But of course I have complaints, and I'm gonna state some. My biggest thing was Voldemort's death. Like Jesse said, I didn't like that. I would have liked it if he, like, you know, to have the physical body, you know, having to you know, move the body, seeing that, you know, he was finally like a human, you know, he could die just as easily as anyone else could. I also would have preferred like it being in the Great Hall. I feel like that whole setup and the whole speech that Harry said was like so powerful, and everything that Harry said to him, and like when Voldemort finally realizes like, oh, I've been mistaken this whole entire time. I thought that was something that might have been needed, but I guess if you've read the book, it really doesn't matter. Another thing was that I really wanted Fred's death scene to be the same, just because it was powerful, and obviously I cried regardless, but I wanted, you know, it's like Ron and Harry and Hermione were all there when it happened. You know, maybe they didn't see it, I don't remember, but they were there when it happened, and maybe, I didn't necessarily want to see Fred die, but I feel like the whole scene would have been even more powerful, more impactful. Like, people would have been more emotional had you seen all of that. I also, what was it that I didn't like? I didn't like the way Ron and Hermione's kiss was. I didn't like that. I thought it would have been better if it was as an original should. That's a really stupid thing to pick about. I mean, I liked it anyway because Ron and Hermione is my Harry Potter OTP, but I would have liked it to be as it was meant to be in the room of requirement with, you know, the basilisk fangs and the things, and the house elf line. I really wanted him to say the house elf line, but he didn't. Another thing, I really, I didn't have too many complaints, so that's about it with complaints. I mean, I don't really complain about anything. I loved everyone in this movie. I have to give my props to Tom Felton though, because he really portrayed Draco as he should have been portrayed. Like, he showed all the, like, you know, how Draco had to decide between what was right and whether he and his family. Ultimately, he chose his family, which I think was technically the better decision, but just to see the way he battled with that this whole entire time, I thought that was really good. Obviously, Alan Rickman, he was perfect, absolutely perfect as Snape. Snape's death scene killed me. The way Nagini attacked him was so hard for me. But when they made him younger, just the way he loomed over Lily's body like that, I couldn't even imagine the pain Snape had to feel, you know. With whole lavender brown thing, I didn't even know it was lavender until somebody told me. Was that bad? I didn't even know it was lavender. No idea. That's horrible. When I watch it back now, I realize, oh, sad, you know, but I didn't even know it was lavender. I think I was too preoccupied. Neville, obviously, Bamf, always brilliant. The way he killed Nagini, it was so, you know, epic, so heroic. I loved it. Of course, I cried a million times. Definitely cried during the forest. But when they played the music from the first movie at the platform 9 3/4 with Harry's kids and Ron and Hermione's kids, I lost it. I lost it because I realized this is coming full circle. Like this has been my life for the longest time. And, you know, the way it ended, I think, was beautiful. And when Harry hugged his son, I just wanted to die. But I thought it was beautiful, and I will definitely go see it again, but probably in 3D, because I always see it in 2D first. Okay, guys, I think that's it, because this video is starting to be 6 minutes, and that's really long. Alright, so see you guys next week. Bye.